Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel, and we're going to have some fighting words. So in this video, I want to talk about Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. It looks like Manny Pacquiao has been reinstated as the WBA Super Champion. This fight is now a unification bout, which means that Spence holds the WBC and the IBF titles, and the stakes in this fight just went higher. The stock has gone up. Now there's something on the line more than one man's legacy and one man's crowning. Now it's one man's crowning or one man's crowning. So the stakes have definitely gone up. The stocks are higher. And it's going to bring more eyes to this fight. Spence has a chance to become the king a lot sooner than he thought he would. And Pacquiao has an opportunity to go out as a unified champ if all goes his way on the night of. And then he could follow it up with, say, Terrence Crawford, say, Ugas. Get those two titles, and bam, he's on out of here. He did what nobody else has done. He did it his way and went out with a bang. So, like I said, the stocks are higher, stakes are higher, and it's not just about legacy anymore. It's about the king and the crown. That's what it's about now, the king and the crown. Who's going to be the king sitting on top of the throne? So what does that mean? It means, I believe they're both going to train harder now. That's what I believe. Earl wanted to, make a statement with beat up Manny Pacquiao, saying, all right, well, his last contest, he fought Keith Thurman, and he did very well. He was the first man to not only beat Keith Thurman, but put Keith Thurman down. Cool. I'm going to put Manny Pacquiao out of commission. Okay. Manny Pacquiao says, all right, well, now I'm a champion again. And as opposed to just going down as one of the greats in history, I'm going to go down as one of the greats in history, unified as a champion. So the question I want to pose is, does this make you train harder? I believe it does. I think when you have something, I do believe if you have something like a legacy, it makes you train harder. But legacy is not something you can, you can't physically hold legacy. You can't bend legacy. What you can do is hold a belt. What you can do is wear the belt around your waist. So, do I think it will make Manny Pacquiao train harder? Absolutely. Do I think it'll make Errol Spence train harder? Absolutely. I think it'll make both of them train harder. I think it will push both of them in their training camps to do things that they've never done before so that they could be successful. I mean, many people have reached out to, Errol Spence, like, we'll help you figure out what we can help you figure out. Like Adrian Broner, he said, I'll drop some pointers to you. Floyd Mayweather said, I'm going to give you the blueprint. There's a lot on the line with this fight. There is a lot on the line with this fight. And it's going to be really intriguing to see how it all plays out. It's going to be really intriguing once a press conference, once they have their first press conference, and who's showing up with who in terms of entourages. Is Errol Spence going to show up with Adrian Broner? Is he going to show up with Floyd Mayweather? I don't know. And what are the things that they can really implement for each other? Because to be honest with you, nobody moves like Manny Pacquiao. Like, you're not going to find a guy who moves like that. But on the same note, I don't know if Manny can find a guy like Errol Spence, who's a southpaw, who's that dominant, who throws that many punches, who hits as hard as Errol Spence, who's as active every single round as Errol Spence, who knows little tricks like Errol Spence, who can fight in the inside like Errol Spence. But on the other end, how many people can you find like Manny Pacquiao who throws punches from all different types of angles? Who can throw a 6-7 punch combination with no problem? and can do that consistently as the rounds go on and on and on. Who can burst from here to there with one leap, with a hook. Aren't too many people like that. To be honest with you, there aren't too many people like that. So it's going to be really interesting to see, what game plans they're implementing. That's why, contrary to what people are saying and saying in the comments, it is important for an Errol Spence to have somebody like Floyd Mayweather say, let me tell you what I would do. Let me tell you what was successful for me, because I faced him and I beat him. And contrary to what anybody will say, Floyd Mayweather faced Manny Pacquiao and he beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao has an L on his record from Floyd Mayweather. So when Floyd Mayweather says something, it is important. It should be important to Errol Spence. On the same note, Manny Pacquiao's resume is like a who's who of legends in boxing. I mean, he has Oscar De La Hoya, and he didn't just beat Oscar De La Hoya, he beat up Oscar De La Hoya. He beat up Shane Mosley. He beat up Cotto, okay? He beat up Margarito. And we can go on and on with the people that he beat up. So, if we're looking at resumes, I gotta be honest, Manny Pacquiao has a better resume. So, it definitely helps Errol Spence if he has people in his corner who have faced Manny Pacquiao and they can give whatever pointers they can give. If they could emulate any type of style in the ring, maybe in sparring or something like that, it would help him. It's not going to hurt him at all. Why would it hurt him? So like I said, the stakes have gone up, stocks have gone up, and now we got a belt on the line or potential belts on the line. So I'm looking forward to this fight even more so now, because this fight is creating a story. What's going to happen after this fight? Because there is going to be a unification. Now we are definitely on the road to a unification. At 147, we're on that road. We're on that path. And I look very forward to seeing the journey. But you tell me what you think down below. And as always, please like and subscribe.